Sagittarius sun placements. I have your money reading for January 2025 coming up here in just a second. About to run out some oracle to see what some possible blocks are. We'll look at some money flow, and then we will go into a Celtic cross to get you some guidance for the month of January. I apologize for the delay on these. I have done my level best to try and get these out in a timely manner. I continue to be faced with obstacles, but I continue to do my level best to overcome and continue to bring you content. Here is your money reading, finally, Sagittarius. So we're going to look at the sun placements. If you need a personal private reading, all that information is in the description box of this video. Scrolling all the way to the bottom of that link tree, you'll find the other platforms where I'm posting videos and going live all the time. Be sure you're following me as many places as possible to catch your opportunity. Those are deeply discounted when you catch me live. Otherwise, personal private readings are booked through my website, now also offering mentorships. Okay, kiddos, let's look at some possible blocks for Sagittarius. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is procrastination personified. You're basically putting off something that is unattainable and unachievable by delaying the outcome, for seeking something that is not going to happen. We've got all is flowing coming out here. What else could Sagittarius need to know? Possible blocks. Limiting beliefs, negative self-image. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be positive in order to create results. Negative energy creates negative results. It creates more failures. This is amplifying whatever it is you're focusing on. You're going to amplify it. You're feeding it energy. So you need to figure out what that's all about. Your negative self-image here. Let's see, let's look at perfectionism first, because that did come out first. Give up perfectionism. Stop waiting, because the time is now. With the understanding that you will constantly be making changes needed to survive and flourish. It's ever changing, so making something perfect is impossible, and it's a waste of time, because everything changes, everything evolves anyway. So you're wasting time on perfectionism. Your environment could be a block for some of you. Chaos all around you also creates chaos in your head. Boy, don't I know that. Organize your space, declutter your space, and create an environment which signals to the universe that you are ready for the next big step in life, right? Telling the universe you're ready by creating the environment to be productive in is paramount for most of you. Negative self-image is also a problem. Stop downplaying or ignoring your positive qualities and remind yourself that there's plenty of good about you. Don't focus on the negative. Starve it. Start feeding the positive attributes. All is flowing. We're going to remind you about that in just a second. Those limiting beliefs going along with that negative self-image, they're preventing you from manifesting your dream life. Adopt a new belief. Choose something new to believe in that will help you improve your life and start implementing things that support your new belief. This is about changing your mindset, deprogramming that old thinking to start thinking better. It feels weird if you've always told yourself, I am not smart enough, they're better than me, I need to learn more, I need to do more, I'm not good enough. If you've had that mindset all your life, it feels uncomfortable to tell yourself that you're successful, that you're capable, that you have what it takes. It's uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit. You have to just get in your head all the time. Be your own advocate, your own cheerleader. Be in your own corner, in your own head. If you don't believe it, who else is going to? It starts with you. The seed of believing is planted within you. You're the one that nurtures that, and that envelops your everything. That envelops your environment, your world, your aura, the way people see you vibrationally, and the way they choose to interact with you. I promise you. All is flowing is out here. You're manifesting. You have the ability to manifest whatever you desire now. You are finding your flow, and success will follow. You are ready to receive. Everything we're thinking and feeling is affecting our quantum field. So you have to be very conscious of those thoughts, conscious of your efforts, conscious of what you're doing with your time. You're budgeting your energy. Time is currency. Ignoring the little details could also be a block for some of you. These can make a major difference. Sometimes the little bitty moments can make a big difference. Appreciate the details. Use the small stuff to your advantage while everyone else is ignoring it, because the small stuff, the hidden, the extra step is what will separate you from the rest and get you ahead. These are those little bitty moments of details that people will notice and appreciate. It looks like you care. It looks like you actually give a crap. If you're paying attention, if you are putting effort into the details, ignoring those just blends you into the group. It blends you in. You want to stand out. Paying attention to the details is something that could really make you pop. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Sagittarius. These cards are like made of glass. Okay. What does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. And that's 20. We've got looking, vacation, mind power, ripple effect, legal matters, shedding. Bottom of the deck is future, spiritual work, sticky spot, and commitment. So there is this call for you all to be in a relaxing state of mind when you're not powering through, when you're not pushing yourself to get whatever this is you're working on done. Whenever you're working at your job, whenever you come home and you work on your home projects, you do your chores, you deal with the family, you're dealing with your friends, you're keeping your social life going. Don't forget to take time away from everything, to recharge, to fill your own cup. Your spare time needs to have moments of joy that you are fulfilling your own cup, things that you love for you, okay? Things that you love for you. We've got seek and you will find, bigger than you think, with that ripple effect. Everything we do has some sort of influence or reaction, and we may not even be aware of it. So this is you going out and looking for ways to have a lasting imprint, a lasting impact. Some of you could be wanting to get more into your mind, of your mind's eye is what I'm seeing here. We got spiritual work, the future, and mind power all out here. Some of you may feel like your mind's eye is calling you to be more creative, more inventive. I think if you've been trapped in something or locked into some other way of thinking, there is a time for you to hang in there. This is time for you to hang in there because you're working through some things to be able to shed clear of some old attachments, possibly some old ways of thinking. We've got legal matters. This is contracts, law, karma, order, truth, agreements, justice, whatever, right? Some of you need to pay attention to some of the contracts, some of the bindings from your past that you're removing as you're focusing on something new. I do see endings over here. So I think a lot of you are trying to look for ways to be more impactful and to have less time in the office, to not have to work so hard, but to be able to tune into that vibration that attracts and manifests easier without much effort. Okay. Interesting. Who wouldn't, right? Let's look at a Celtic cross. So a Celtic cross here. Six of Pentacles fell out. What does Sag need to know? The U position, 10 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. So a lot is on you, and you're looking of ways to get more balanced in life, to have more for you without having to do more to get it. Okay, what crosses or complements you? Sure, I'll take it. 6 of Swords, wanting to lead a more peaceful life. I think you're trying to advance on into your future in a more peaceful, calm state of mind. You're not trying to be up in everybody's business, taking on everybody's extra work that they can't handle, you know, overwhelming yourself day in and day out. You're looking for an easier way to be able to live your life here. What is the reason for the reading? Queen of Pentacles, ready to receive, right? Without having to provide much. What is the foundation? We've got the Four of Swords. Peace indeed. Absolutely. Okay. What's your recent past? The Fool card. And your near future, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Not wanting to do too much. Not wanting to work too excessively. This is about being very practical, being very slow and steady. Slow and steady. I feel like you've been working yourself to the bone. I feel like you've been going at it at all ends, kind of chaotically handling everything with this blind faith that it's all going to get done. Maybe some of you are looking for a more organized, more peaceful way of conducting your life with the Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. Oof. I am so glad I redid this reading. We've got the Magician, the Page of Cups, the Empress, the Strength, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Yes, hunty. You are absolutely trying to be more powerful in your life without having to take on everybody's responsibilities in order to say that you're a powerful, capable person without carrying on the weight of everybody. You're trying to easily slip into that role, but not doing everybody else's work for them or taking on extra for everybody else in order to reinforce what everybody already knows about you, about how powerful, capable, and diligent you are. Okay, let's get some clarification. Actually, this one, we'll get clarification. I feel like there's a certain level of spontaneity in the past that happened to just work for you. You happen to be able to pull it off. It may have run its course. That does tend to get old really fast, where you're burning the candle at both ends. So there's been a bit of some inspiration, possibly. Some of you could have seen somebody else living a more comfortable, more sensible way of life by making good business sense about the way they conduct themselves, the way they handle themselves. And now you are more so of this slow and steady type of energy. You're seeing that there isn't much benefit in running around, racing around, you know, doing everything you can for every single person. You're seeing that there really hasn't been much benefit for you. It's kind of left you a little bit disappointed, feeling pretty pessimistic towards people, but you're accepting this. I think you're accepting that you kind of took that on yourself. This is your own doing. This is of your own making. And so there's a change afoot here with the five. Fives are about change. Sixes are about getting your attention, right? So I feel like with these two sixes and then the 6 and the 4 equaling the 10, the attention has come that something needs to end. And you're ready to start making some changes for some more solid, stable energy. So you can feel possibly capable to even be able to take a vacation. Some of you may have been thinking about taking a vacation, but you couldn't possibly see where you could even add it in. It's just sitting here on top of my deck. You couldn't even possibly think of adding a vacation in, because who would do everything that you're trying to do, right? But if you took that vacation and went to go to like, I don't know, what is that? Out in Arizona, Sedona, where they send everybody for all of the spas and the retreats and it's like a golden ticket to your higher self if you head out to Sedona and get you a little retreat action in. Let's see here. The Willy Wonka golden ticket to your higher self. Ooh. Yes, please. I'd like to go to Sedona, please. Okay. All right. So that you position with the Ten of Wands. Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's a lot of self-respect that comes with you taking a lot of things on your own, but it does tend to seem as if you're doing it for the incorrect reasons. I think you're doing this for a sense of giving yourself respect and giving yourself a lot of confidence that you're capable of taking on a lot of things, but ultimately you're doing yourself a disservice here. It's really selfish of you to prevent any breaks or relaxation time in your life just to be able to assist and make sure everything gets done. There could be a level of insecurity with you having to do with anybody else being able to do what you can do. Some of you might sense that there is a bit of jealousy in your office or where you're working, so you have to stand out, and by standing out you do more and you do extra. Let's see, what? Six of Swords clarified. Nine of Swords. So this is not done in a sense of helping people. I believe you're just taking on more responsibility for no good reason at all. It's not like you're getting paid more to do this. And there's nothing you can do with the way people see and perceive you. Nothing. All you can do is work on and focus on how you feel and think and perceive. That's it. Everything else is outside of your control. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Feeling very restless with this. There's a lot of burnout. A lot of burnout going with this, and you're starting to feel like, okay, I've been way too generous with my abilities, with my talents, offering up my time, offering up my assistance here. You've been way too generous. And there's been a certain level of disregard for yourself. You haven't really been doing yourself any services here by burning the candle at both ends. What's the Four of Swords? Let me go down here. They said Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this is getting you out of sorts. You're not doing yourself any services. This is making you overly emotional. This is making you easily triggered, right? Things that used to not get you to rise to your sensitivities before are getting you. This is you getting a little bit annoyed, right? And you're like, I need a freaking break. The problem is that you may have done this to yourself, unfortunately. Hey, I've done this. I've got a Virgo stellium. I come by this honestly. Being a Cancer sun sign, Aquarius rising, Libra moon, Virgo stellium, I'll do it myself. It's just easier. I get it. But the problem with that is that when you keep doing it, people are willing to let you, and then you start to get resentful. You want and hope that people will mirror your work ethic and your tenacity, but rarely does that happen. And then we start getting disappointed when our little expectations don't get met. So therein lies the circle of office politics. Okay, tell me about the Fool card, please. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So in the past, we've got perfectionism, not doing you any services, working without reward, feeling like you're just trying this. You may have been offering your help to try to come off as a really awesome person, but it's not doing you any services. This is you feeling stuck. This is you working with no extra reward towards you whatsoever. Future position, we've got the King of Swords in the reverse. So there's this inner truth coming in. You're starting to get control over your emotional self, but be warned to not misuse your power here. Don't misuse your power. We're not going to do this in a sense of, showing them or giving them a taste of their medicine or anything of the sorts. We don't want to operate in that energy. You have to have control over your emotional state whenever you are progressing forward in this calm progression of detaching. You're going to have to detach from a lot of that. People may automatically be coming to you. Hey, can you handle this? Can you take care of this? Can you get this done? Can you remember how you did this for me? You got me again. And you're like, nope, can't. Busy. Why? What's going on? Just can't. Why? I'm because I said no. Right? The Queen of Swords, the King of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You need a rest. Just focus on the vacation and the time off so that you could regroup and reboot. Regroup and reboot. Sometimes you may need to even clarify to people, look, I need to go and rethink my drink a little bit. I may have overthought a lot of things here. I'm going to learn from my past failures while I'm away. And when I come back from my vacation, things are going to be real different around here. Different than they were in the past. Now, Papa's got a brand new bag. We're no longer doing what we did before. This is a new beginning for you. I think once you tell people, I'm not taking on extra responsibilities. I know I've put myself in this position, but y'all need to really rethink things. And as a matter of fact, I've overdone it. I need a break. When I come back refreshed, we will go from there. When I come back refreshed, we will go from there. I love it. This is you taking power and control back. You know, you're going to be telling people, look, I need for me. I need for me so that I can continue to provide the way that I have been. But this is you saying, I've got to do for me for once, for now. For once, for now. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Got to do for me, baby. Here's the thing. A lot of times we do things with the expectation that other people are going to mirror us. 9 times out of 10, people are only going to mirror the negative. It's not going to be the positive. You could ignite people to get them going, but if people don't have that mindset, it's not going to last. I have a very, very strong work ethic, and I've worked in hair a very long time. And a lot of times I will just get up because I'm sick and tired of sitting and being bored and sitting on my butt. And there's only so much conversating you can do with people. There's only so much cleaning you can do. So I will just get up and just start, cleaning my station or working on something, or I'll go stand outside and talk to people. And this makes other people get up and go to their stations and start cleaning. I've generated energy, right? Versus just sitting in this lull of doing nothing. I get up. I'm naturally this way. Now, this wears thin. It does wear thin on people who are not naturally as energetic as you, or naturally as called to action when it comes to being productive in a place where your productivity is required. I found that many people will do just enough to not get fired. And if you're the type of person who wants to step up to the plate and appear as if you're the one taking on all the extra responsibilities, do it for you. It can't be for the sake of influencing anyone else, drawing attention to yourself in any way other than just that's the type of person you are. That's just your level of standards and morals and work ethic. That's how you are. But expecting others to reciprocate is where you're going to disappoint yourself every single time. And there's a certain level of responsibility that you take on while you're initiating this certain level of work. You've set the bar. It's not like you can bring everybody with you, but you can definitely stand out from the crowd. It doesn't mean that you have to bring everybody with you. Also, perfectionism, it came out here a few times. I'm going to tell you that if you're taking on responsibility because you can do it better, you're not helping anybody. You're really not, and especially not yourself. There's a certain level of gratification that comes with being able to successfully guide somebody to a realization versus forcing them to see it, or getting mad because they won't, or just doing it yourself. So bear that in mind. Should you choose to accept it as somebody who has taken on the role of teacher and quite thoroughly enjoyed it, watching their little minds wake up and open up, not little, but I think that with little babies, when you're watching them learn and realize, and they just get it, and then they start implementing and they don't need you as much, and then you get proud. Oh, it's so nice. This goes everywhere. Parenthood, spiritual, guru guidance, and the workplace. Yeah. Paternal places. It's crossing. It crosses all over. Okay, kids. I feel like that was your reading for January. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, playing along. Be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. These will alert you every single time I'm energetically called to come bring you a reading or go live. The more places you're following me, the more chances you have to catch me live. So be sure you scroll all the way to the bottom of that link tree, click on all those other platforms where you are, give me a follow, and I hope to see you around the interwebs real soon. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of these. I'm loving them. I'm going to get on a more timely schedule coming up soon, I promise. All the love, light, and abundance that y'all can possibly stand. Health, wealth to each and every one of you. See you soon. Bye.